Mad Scientist Arian, and I'm going to help you steam through summer. Have you ever wondered if you could create a boat that holds weight and then test it against another boat to see which one holds more weight than the other? Well, in today's Float Your Boat challenge, that's exactly what we're going to do, following the steps of the scientific method to float your boat. A quick internet search is going to help me gather information, especially if I don't have personal reference to what a boat looks like, because maybe I've never been on one. So I'm going to use a visual representation to start guiding how I want to construct my boat. I noticed that some boats have a front and a back that are almost shaped like points of a triangle. Some boats also have sails. That's not going to be very important in this challenge because I'm not trying to get my boat to move across water. I'm just seeing how much weight it will hold. Upon my searching, I see there are boats that are almost shaped like a raft. I think I'm going to build two different boats to compare the weights to in my challenge. As I work today, I'm going to keep my materials organized, both my workspace that I'm constructing my boats and floating them, and my information about how much weight the boats are holding. So I'm going to make a simple table to record my data. I've decided to construct my boats out of tin foil, but in your challenge, you can use a variety of materials to make your boats. I'm also going to use a small tub of water, pennies for weight, and a pencil and a piece of paper to keep track of my data. The first boat I'm making is going to look like a small canoe or kayak, or even a speedboat, where the front and the back of the boat are going to look like the points of a triangle. The second boat I make is going to be more similar to a raft, rectangular in shape, with more surface area on the bottom. Now I'm going to make my table to keep track of my information. I like using graph paper when I make a table because it helps me keep my lines straight. I'm also going to include a very simple sketch of each boat so I remember which is boat number 1 and which is boat number 2. boats constructed and my table made, I'm ready to test my hypothesis. I've decided to keep track of my pennies with tally marks. That'll be really easy to count once I've sunk one or both of the boats. Just as I hypothesized, boat number 1 sunk. Because I've grouped my data in tally marks, I can easily count 5, 10, 15, 20, 21. Boat number 1 was sunk with 21 pennies. Continue to test the strength of boat number 2, but first I need to get boat number 1 out of the way so it doesn't prevent boat number 2 from being tested. So now that the boat has sunk, I can easily count 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 26, 27, 28. Boat number 2 sunk with 28 pennies. While I kept myself fairly organized, I still have a lot to clean up from this experiment. I have a tub full of water, a bunch of wet pennies, and some paper that I used to record the information. I put the paper aside, I take all the pennies out and lay them out to dry, I dump the water in the sink, and then I use a paper towel to clean up any water that has spilled on the surface that I'm working on. While experimenting is so much fun, it's just as important to clean up after I'm finished so that I'm ready with a clean area to work through another experiment. Now it's your turn to try the Float Your Boat challenge, and we want to see your results. Construct 2 or 3 boats using tinfoil or different materials that you have at home. You could use clay, cardboard, foam, egg carton, plastic, toothpicks, or popsicle sticks. Once you construct your boats, pick an item that you can test the strength, like pennies, because they're going to be an equal weight each time you drop. Don't forget to record your results in a simple table so we can see the shape and the materials that you used and how much weight it could hold. And most importantly, don't forget to clean up after this challenge. We can't wait to see all your boat designs and the weight you were able to hold. See you next time with the Mad Scientist Arian as we steam through summer.